I'm not going to tell you about the importance of utility in CS. Odds are, if you're watching this video, you already understand that. Instead, I'm going to show you the difference from the utility you commonly see being thrown in matchmaking versus the utility that pros are throwing. And then give you some examples so you can find some for yourself, and also have some to try out right after watching this video. I used to think that if the flashes I were throwing were blinding the enemy, it was a good flash. And while there is some truth to this, you don't get the full potential out of every flash. And you'll notice this if you pay a bit of attention while watching high-level CS. You'll notice how when pros throw flashes, it'll perfectly blind their opponent, while still allowing their teammates to push up without getting blinded at all or having to even turn sometimes. I'll show you what I mean. In my last video, I showed this flash, which you should check out if you haven't already. This helps with taking control of the B bomb site on Vertigo. You'll notice how the flash pops behind white box, allowing anyone who's pushing up to still take control of site without ever having to be blinded by this flash, but anyone who's trying to defend will still get full blinded. Another alternative you can do to the B white box flash is from here. This is also the position that you can throw the headshot molly by just aiming at the top bit of this beam above the yellow. And then you just aim at the top left of this gap instead of the top right. And this accomplishes the same thing, but it's just a nice nade set combo to get rid of the guy playing headshot. That's just one example. You can do this on CT side too, by standing on top of these little caution cones, and then aiming at this gap just to the right of it. And that will pop in front of this beam. So if your teammate is peeking from headshot, you can peek and anyone on stair will get blinded like this. Another good flash that you can use for retaking B is coming into this corner on the left side of these caution tapes. And then you follow this line all the way up to the beam, and then put your crosshair a little bit below, left click throw. That will flash behind this beam. Once again, flashing your opponent, but allowing your teammates to push up and retake control. There are also examples of this on the A bomb site. So if you come against this yellow tarp, crouch, and you follow this yellow beam up to the gray bit on these blocks, you can just jump throw while staying crouched. And you'll see how that once again pops behind the beam if your teammates are pushing up ramp here. That one's a little challenging because you have to be all the way here while your teammates are pushing up. But if you're the person pushing up, you can simply bank a flash off of this and it'll pop behind the box. And this will still hit anyone that's holding from back heaven or anyone holding beneath headshot. And the same goes for anyone playing an elevator. It's easiest to show this on maps like Vertigo because of all the beams and little boxes that you can throw flashes behind, but this still applies for maps like Inferno. For example, if you come into this corner and aim at the right of this beam, then jump throw, flash will pop right up here, blinding anyone coming up banana, or even someone playing tucked in this wall. But if your teammate is pushing up, ready to peek banana, it'll barely flash them at all. Actually, a perfect example for these types of flashes are when you're taking A. You can throw it from this position and actually combo it with a moto smoke by looking at this wooden beam where it connects here and jump throw that, which bounces off the roof and perfectly smokes moto. And then you can aim in between these little tree leaves here and follow this hay bale up to where the shadow meets the middle of this roof. So you can throw the first one up here, second one right there. And you'll notice how if anyone's pushing up, it gets blocked from the balcony and the hay bale, allowing them to push up and clear sight. First one will blind anyone who's playing on top of the balcony, and the second one will blind anyone who's playing in mini pit. So it's little differences like these that feel very subtle, but make all the difference when you're competing in a pug or a matchmaking game. And this is ultimately what pros do that you don't do. If you're interested in learning more about CSGO and utility like this, then check out the previous video I just uploaded. If you want to watch a CS montage, then feel free to check out this video. I'm planning on uploading more stuff like this soon. So if you feel like this video helped you out, feel free to like and drop a sub, and I'll be uploading more soon. All right, peace.